Right. These are my comments, really and truly, what's happening with this madness with Kanye West. So in the background is actually my own rendition of a cover of Gold Digger. For those of you who want to know more about playing the saxophone, make sure to check out my website, PlaySaxNow. But more importantly, let's get into my comment on this rally speech. Now, what you're about to see will be actual footage taken from third-party media, in this particular case Access Hollywood. The reason why I've had to put this footage is though I have tried many times, I actually spent 3 hours trying to watch the actual rally footage. For reasons which I don't know, the brother didn't have a mic. He didn't record his campaign speech. It was just heavily improv. So therefore, I'm unable to fully hear what happened. The Sun actually posted an hour-long video of the so-called speech, but honestly, I could not hear anything. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play the Access Hollywood video, which I've recorded, and then I'm going to comment on the issues afterwards. So remember that when you look in the title saying my comments will follow, and definitely I'll break down exactly what Kanye is trying to say here. And for those of you out there, this is not madness. This is just the way that he operates. Pardon me, as you know, people are just phoning me about this Kanye issue right now. Just shut down the phone. This is really and truly virtually, unedited, just me getting the word out to you people right now. So my comments will follow after this.
My dad wanted to abort me.
Kanye West isn't quite ready to give up his bid for president. The rapper hosted his first event since announcing his 2020 presidential campaign, and fans weren't quite sure what to make of the bizarre speech. Dressed in a bulletproof vest with the numbers 2020 shaved into his hair, the Yeezus singer delivered a freewheeling message to a crowd in South Carolina on Sunday that touched on numerous hot-button topics. Early on in his appearance, the singer tearfully revealed that his own mother saved him from being aborted. Kanye then broke into sobs as he made the shocking revelation that he nearly aborted his own child when his now wife, Kim Kardashian, told him she was pregnant with their daughter, Northwest.
My mom saved my life. There would have been no Kanye West because my dad was too busy.
Kanye later made a controversial comment about Harrent Tubman, which was met by a round of disapproval from the audience.
Harrent Tubman never actually freed the slaves. She just had the slaves go work for other white people. Come on.
But Kanye wasn't done there. The 43-year-old proclaimed that the only way for America to be saved is to follow the rule of God.
Politics, America, Trump, Biden, nor Kanye West can free us. Amen. The only thing that can free us is by obeying the rules that were given to us for a promised land.
In another shocking twist, Kanye revealed that South Carolina actually has a special meaning for his campaign. In an interview with Chris Kalin hours before his rally, the rapper said that the state's initials, SC, share the same initials as his dream vice president. That's right, Ye would love to be joined by none other than Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z.
You know who my favorite candidate for my running mate is?
Who?
Okay, so when we were trying to figure out, I'm going to present it as a riddle to you. When we were trying to figure out my website, because everybody kept on stealing my website because now I'm in the dirty game of politics, right?
Right.
So they stealing every option, right? So what I did is put the initials of this city down, and then I put Kanye 2020. Who would that be?
South Carolina. Oh, Sean Carter, Jay-Z. Ah.
West has already missed the deadline to qualify for the presidential election in some states and must gain 10,000 signatures in South Carolina by noon on Monday in order to appear on the state's ballot. Over the weekend, the rapper shared a list of locations where petitions could be signed to achieve his goal.
My comments on this. So I'm going to first start with what Kanye is wearing to break this down for you. The bulletproof vest is actually a comment on police brutality. So this is why he's wearing that bulletproof vest. 2020 is obvious, it's the year 2020. But a bulletproof vest is very much a comment on police brutality. He's speaking out against George Floyd rather, and what happened there. So that's the number one. Number two, the issue of his dad aborting him. Now, this is a story the brother is sharing. I understand that people may not understand that, but he's trying to humanize himself to an audience. So if you're going to run for president, that's the sort of stuff you do. Now, in Kanye's case, obviously, it's not as polished. It's more hip-hop, more rough, more real is the word they would use. He's keeping it real. He's saying to people that, you know what, my mother saved me because my dad was going to abort me. The exact issues related to that, I'm not sure of. Once again, I commented on the fact that the audio quality was very poor. And I think this is where Kanye failed. That if you're going to do a speech, make sure your audio guys are there so the speech is recorded so that those who are following the story can hear what you actually said. The next big thing about is him nearly aborting his own child. Again, let's be real. This guy is being real about what goes through his mind. And this is to humanize him to the audience so that people are going to think, okay, Kanye has been through some stuff. And to be fair, it's not a stupid thing to say. Right now, a lot of people have died in America as a result of corona. Over 100,000 people have died. So him saying this makes him much more relatable, saying that, well, you know what? He almost had a loss. He understands what's happening. Let's hear him out. The next one, which I'd really want to speak about, is this story of his when he speaks about Harrent Tubman. Now, I really understand that many people will take this the wrong way. But from a hip-hop kind of way, this is what's happening. If we look carefully at the story of what Harrent Tubman did, and I don't want to take anything away from Harrent Tubman, but the fact is she did move black people from one location to a location in the north. Now, not a lot of stories have come out publicly about the conditions of black people in the north. But quite frankly, it was very much almost near slavery. They were paid very low wages. These were people who didn't have many skills, so they swapped one hell for another. So the idea of him saying that she did not quote unquote free the slaves is not untrue. Now, I understand people may react badly to that, but he's commenting on a fact which we do know very much in contemporary history, particularly African American history, that the facts are that when these people were freed and they went up north, they didn't go up north to a golden land. There were still a lot of problems. They weren't well paid. And one can argue, if you look at it from an opposite end of the scale, when they were slaves, they were badly treated, but food, shelter, and clothing were given to them. When they were freed and they came up north, everything had to come out of this low pay. So this is where many black people are poor. Even to this day, we have not really recovered from the move up north. So this is an important point to be made. He's not wrong. Now let's speak about the SC story. Now this South Carolina for Sean Carter, better known as Jay-Z. Now whether Jay-Z is going to run with him or not, I am not sure. Because obviously at this stage, I still think this is a test drive for Kanye. In other words, he's going out there to do it. Now, I will do further comments on the reasons why I think that it's not wrong for him to be running for president at this time. Again, for those of you who may not know, I'm not a massive Kanye fan. But I believe that what he's doing is good because he's actually coming out and giving his opinion to the craziness happening in the world right now. So, as an entertainer, that's what entertainers do. They actually comment on the craziness happening in the world. So, once again, these are my comments to follow. If you would like to learn the saxophone, as you're hearing my soundtrack in the background, make sure you go over to our website to start to learn the saxophone right now. I'll bring you more videos in which I'm commenting on what Kanye is attempting to do in this particular presidential campaign. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel.